Good evening and welcome. My name is Caucus, and I have been appointed by the County Central Committee to be the temporary caucus chair for tonight. I want to make sure everyone has signed in at the table and that you've proven that that you are a resident of this precinct before you can vote. Kind of bear with me, this is the first time I've done this, and we have several procedural things that we need to do tonight. So we'll go through each one, and I'll try to keep this moving and keep this as swift as possible. First thing we need to do, now that we've come to order, we ask you to stand, and we're going to do a pledge of allegiance. Good evening and welcome. My name is Caucus, and I have been appointed by the County Central Committee to be the temporary caucus chair for tonight. I want to make sure everyone has signed in at the table and that you've proven that that you are a resident of this precinct before you can vote. Kind of bear with me, this is the first time I've done this, and we have several procedural things that we need to do tonight. So we'll go through each one, and I'll try to keep this moving and keep this as swift as possible. First thing we need to do, now that we've come to order, we ask you to stand, and we're going to do a pledge of allegiance. Here as Republican neighbors in a presidential year to conduct a straw poll to elect 2 precinct people to the County Central Committee, and to elect 9 delegates and 5 alternates and any junior delegates that would like to go to our county convention. And we're also going to discuss and submit platform issues for the county convention. The first thing we need to do is I'm going to pass this envelope around. It's called the Lincoln Bag. This is to collect donations for our County Central Committee. You can slip whatever money in here you'd like, and it stays in the county. Anything over $10, you can put up to $10 and not have to put your name on it, but if it's a penny more than $10, you need to have your name on the back and your address. So we'll get this started around. Here as Republican neighbors in a presidential year to conduct a straw poll to elect 2 precinct people to the County Central Committee and to elect 9 delegates and 5 alternates and any junior delegates that would like to go to our county convention. And we're also going to discuss and submit platform issues for the county convention. The first thing we need to do is I'm going to pass this envelope around. It's called the Lincoln Bag. This is to collect donations for our county central committee. You can slip whatever money in here you'd like, and it stays in the county. Anything over $10, you can put up to $10 and not have to put your name on it, but if it's a penny more than $10, you need to have your name on the back and your address. So we'll get this started around. Chair, I'm the temp. So the chair is responsible for conducting the business tonight. I will now accept any nominations for our permanent caucus chair. Mike?
I nominate Dr. Randall Hunt as the permanent caucus chair for our Ward 2, Precinct 1.
Thank you. I'm willing to serve tonight. I place my name in the nomination, and since I'm in contention, I yield to Jim McGraw is going to conduct the vote.
Thank you. We'll do this very informally since we don't have ballots. All in favor of Dr. Hunt, raise your hand. Opposed?
Okay, thank you. The next order of business is to elect a caucus secretary. The secretary is responsible for recording the results of our caucus business on the appropriate forms that we have here. And I will now accept any nomination for a permanent caucus secretary. Mike?
I nominate Mrs. Lynn McGraw as the permanent caucus secretary for Ward 2, Precinct 1.
Any other nominations? Nominations may cease then. All those in favor of having Lynn McGraw be our secretary, raise your hand. Opposed? Ayes? It passes. Now, also out front there were some forms to sign for nominating candidates that are wanting to run in the primaries. There was one for Andrew Nave and also one for Dan Dolan. So if you have a chance, if you haven't signed them and you'd like to, it just gets their name on the ballot. So we'd like you to sign those on the way out. So now we're going to jump right into our presidential preference poll for Precinct 2-1. Each candidate that's running for president can have one person come to this mic down here and speak on behalf of them. We're going to limit the speaking for each candidate to 5 minutes. And as soon as that's over, we'll go ahead and do our ballot. So we're going to ask the people to come forward and speak for the candidates, and we're going to do it in alphabetical order. So we will start first with Michelle Bachman. Is anyone here to speak on her behalf? Seeing none, we'll move to Newt Gingrich. Is there anyone here that would like to speak for Newt? So if you go to the microphone and state who you are.
My name is Alan Ratchie.
Alan, there's a switch on there. It might help. On the front.
On the back, I think.
Hello. My name is Alan Ratchie, and I have a letter here from Newt. Newt asked me to share this letter with you tonight as we make a decision about who we believe can win the argument this fall against President Obama for conservative principles and American values. He says, first, I want to thank you for participating in this remarkable process of self-governing caucusing. It is an intense act commitment and dedication of the people of Iowa is why this state earns its first in the nation status every 4 years. I am asking for your vote for a simple reason. America has big problems. And big problems that not only require big solutions, but also an experienced hand to make those solutions a reality. I believe I can humbly offer both. On the big solutions, my jobs and growth plan will give every American the option of 50% flat tax that can be filed on a postcard. And for businesses, my plan will lower the tax rate to 12.5%, making it competitive with every major manufacturing country in the world. This means more jobs and more take-home pay for every single American. That's why I have been endorsed by the architect of Ronald Reagan's economic plan, who says my jobs and growth plan would create more jobs than any other candidate. On experience, let me just offer a list of all the candidates. I'm the only one who has actually balanced the federal budget. We also cut taxes and reformed welfare, leading to the creation of 11 million new jobs. With your help, we can do it again and more. I believe that with faith in God, courage, and hard work, we can revive the spirit of American exceptionalism in America. The belief that we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, that no government can come between you and those rights. I am asking for your vote tonight so that together we can rebuild the America we love, a nation like no other. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, is there anyone to speak for John Huntsman? Next is Ron Paul.
Thank you. First off, I'd like to thank you all kindly for your hospitality and for the rare opportunity to speak to you on behalf of Dr. Ron Paul. Excuse my voice. I actually came all this way from a rural town in Illinois, a rural farm town called Marengo, which is just outside of Rockford, much like your town, and spent hours in the car to stand before you tonight. I do so humbly, of my own free will, and because of my 4-year-old son, Logan. By the time he's 10, by the time he drives a car, by the time he graduates college or gets married, what country will he live in? Will he live in a country with the liberties and prosperity that my parents grew up in? Or will he have to submit more of his future unearned wages to bureaucracy for the betterment of society? Or will he simply be able to earn it, save it, and use it to start a business, work a farm, hire his fellow neighbor, be charitable to community, and just simply have the choice to do such things? So I make this right here today for my son, knowing that our country is on the precipice of something disastrous or of something truly great. This year, more than any time in my life, I believe will be more determinant of that than ever before. Ron Paul is the clear choice to lead us back to the greatness through limited government, spending cuts, fiscal responsibility. His message is clearly spreading across Iowa and happily across America as a beacon of liberty and common sense. When our currency is manipulated by the Federal Reserve and we bail out those that cause the housing market bubbles, Dr. Paul has led the cause to audit and abolish that system to strengthen our dollar here and abroad and return us to a gold-backed currency. With government spending out of control and trillions in budgets that skyrocket, he has issued a plan to not just put a Band-Aid on that out-of-control spending, but to immediately cut over $1 trillion in the first year and eliminate, not just tweak, departments that have no impact and simply waste taxpayer dollars. A reversal of Obamacare due to its unconstitutionality of forcing Americans to buy a private product. There's one clear choice to do all these items, Happily, not because of what many other candidates tell you they can do to accomplish items that have proven ineffective time and time again, but he realizes it is government's role to not do as much as it often attempts to in those failures. Taking government's hand back to its core principles instilled by our founding fathers, out of our pocketbooks, out of our homes, out of our backyards, to allow the American dream to prosper once again. Because it is folks like you and I that create wealth. We create jobs to turn around our economy, not the government. I ask you to please consider a man who has served in the Air Force, understands that there are times you must fight, so you declare war, you win that war, and you bring those boys and girls home instead of sending them on their 7th or 8th tours of duty with no end game in sight. A man who's delivered 4,000 babies in his own hand and understands the sanctity of life. A man who has never voted for a tax increase or a program that was not paid for. A man that believes in individual liberty, states' rights, and cutting government to restore America now. Ron Paul is that man. I thank you for your choice, and I thank you kindly for this time and opportunity and your hospitality.
Thank you. Rick Perry. Anyone to speak for Rick? Mitt Romney. Rick Santorum. That's it. All right, we're going to go right ahead and pass out ballots. And Jim and Mike are going to help with this.
Other Republicans to get to know people in your precinct and to vote on the issues and develop our platform for our party. Our convention this year will be, I believe, at Jefferson Elementary School. We will start at 10 a.m. We should be done by 3 in the afternoon. The delegate fee is $10. It's a chance for everybody to participate. There may be a time later when we need to call the convention back into session, maybe to select a candidate to run for a particular office. So it is something that is very important that we fill these positions, and they are available for 2 years. So I would encourage you all to volunteer, and I will volunteer to be the first alder and give some other people the opportunity to participate. Anything I missed, Jim? Ron? So, how many did you have volunteer so far?
We have 1 for our 9 spots.
Okay, I think you just come down here, state your name and your address so they can get you down, and then we ask that you pay, we'd like you to pay the $10 delegate fee tonight, if possible. Our next order of business will be to elect 1 person to serve on the platform committee, and then the central committee will appoint people to serve on the arrangements committee, the credentials committee, and the other committees that we need to put together the convention.
Do you have a date for this?
The convention will be Saturday, March 10th. And then those delegates are eligible to go on to the district caucus, which is the end of April. And the state convention is in Des Moines. If you push me, I can find the dates.
Were you willing to?
Yeah.
Okay.
The district statutory convention will be on Saturday, April 21st. And the district convention will be on Friday evening, June 15th. And at that, we will elect delegates to the National Republican Convention. And on Saturday will be the state convention, and there will be delegates also elected that day to go to the National Convention. And as we elect delegates, we are also electing alternates. And we will elect the 2 presidential electors at that convention also, who will cast the vote if Iowa goes Republican. And that vote will be cast after the election next November. Okay, so let's fill these positions, okay? I'll volunteer to be the first alder, Lynn.
All right, I'm going to interrupt this for one moment. We already have our ballots. And here it is. Michelle Bachman got 1 vote. Newt Gingrich, 4. John Huntsman, 0. Ron Paul, 9. Rick Perry, 2. Mitt Romney, 22. Rick Santorum, 7. Total of 45 votes if I counted this right. Again, Michelle, 1. Newt, 4. Huntsman, 0. Ron Paul, 9. Rick Perry, 2. Mitt Romney, 22. And Rick Santorum, 7. And Shannon is going to phone this into Des Moines. So I'm going to hand this over to you, Shannon. Thank you.
Shannon.
Shannon.
She's coming right now.
Lynn, did you get me as first alternate? As first alternate? Okay.
We will. We will. We're not there yet.
And then Shannon, I think, will be second alternate.
Okay. All right. Back to getting our 9 delegates. All right. I had a gentleman over here that was willing to. You can come and give us your name so we can get it recorded correctly.
Can you do it in the mic?
If you want.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Dorrance. If you're spelling it, it's D-O-R-A-N-C-E, Calhoun. C-A-L-H-O-U-N.
H-O-N?
H-O-U-N.
H-O-U-N.
Dorrance, Calhoun.
Thank you.
The address you need? That's 436 2nd Avenue South.
Thank you, Doris.
Telephone number, please.
242-3727. 3727.
Okay, we have Jason and Dorrance. Who else is going to help us out here? Jim?
We have one person that came in late that would like Santorum.
He didn't get ballot before.
Well, he was helping out in the
Okay. So I need to take
one person left.
One of the people that was working here missed it, and so Rick Santorum is now 8 and the voting is going to cease. All right, we have 2 delegates, so we need some more help here. Jim is 3. Mike, are you going to help?
I think I'll be in Germany at that time.
Okay.
That's not an excuse.
Is that an excuse or not?
We have 2 young people out here who want to vote. What do we do? No. Nobody.
All right, I suppose the Central Committee is going to be calling people if we don't get any more than 3.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Dr. Hunt? We have 2 young people.
There's the funds.
We have 2 young people that are out in the, that
what?
would like to vote, that just came in back there.
So they're a voting age? Are they voting age? Do they live in the precinct?
Aren't we?
Well, they were out there while we were taking the vote. Dwight was in the bathroom, so we have to add him for same.
I already said we were done.
Hey, Brandy, I hate to do that and have that last meeting. I think we asked the will of the people.
Okay.
Why don't you ask the will of the people?
Of those who are left here, we have 2 people that wanted to vote that didn't get a chance to vote. Is everyone okay with allowing 2 more people to vote? It depends on whether they voted somewhere else. What's all those in favor of letting them vote? All right, we're gonna let 2 more people vote. Did Shannon already phone that in though?
I was going to say that.
Yeah, that'll be the deciding factor.
If she's already phoned it in. All right, getting no other delegate, people volunteering. We'll vote for all 3 at once. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great. All 3 are in. And now the alternate delegates, we have Edith and Shannon. Edith Piper and Shannon Letty are willing to be alternates. We can have up to 5. Anyone else want to be an alternate? Seeing none, we'll vote for those. All in favor of those 2? Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
The vote count did not change. The two people left, they had out-of-town drivers did not register.
Okay, the 2 people that wanted to vote had out-of-town driver's license, so they were not. Or should I? And are there any junior delegates? They don't have to be voted on. A junior delegate is anyone from 7th grade up to under 18 years old can attend. They don't have to be voted on. Is there any junior delegates that would like to attend the convention? Okay, now we will discuss and vote on any platform resolutions which will be recorded by the secretary and forwarded to the county platform committee. Anyone who wishes to present a resolution for consideration can come to the mic and state their name and propose a resolution for the platform. Anyone have any platform that they would like to present for the county convention to discuss? Seeing none, we have no platform to vote on. And we are adjourned.